But okay. So follow up to this, all the videos I've been posting. I got my app to the App Store. Hey, look at that! I got my app to the App Store. So that means that's good news, right? That's good. That's super good news. Now I need to get people to it. How do I do that? I don't know. I think, you know, with my experience, you know, I think my experience with building systems and stuff like that, building systems. It's a windy day today, guys. Building systems, you know, control loop, feedback, all that stuff from controls engineering, all that stuff, it's got me in the mindset of like, okay, so how do I make everything into a closed loop? Because like, idealistically, if I could make everything a closed loop, then I could have continuous and optimal and like ever growing growth in terms of, you know, getting views to videos, getting people, like converting people from views to being an audience member, subscriber, liking, commenting, engaging on the platform, right? I just got to figure out, okay, so like this is like what platforms what software out there is available that's easily integratable into a system that can be systemized, right? So where I can make content, like have a content creation engine that can use AI elements. I discovered that it was very big key discovery. If you guys haven't heard of Remotion, all the AI nowadays can like basically use that software and be able to create videos now, which is cool. There's other things out there too. I think Replit Rive is now starting to pop off, which is something recently I need to check out. Found it on Twitter. But you know, that's my content creation engine. Is gonna, like, you know, Remotion is the Adobe After Effects, Adobe Premiere Pro, right? But programmatically speaking, it could handle all that stuff. Right, so that's going to be responsible for, you know, editing the videos using AI. Now, what videos is going to edit, right? That's the question. Where am I going to get these videos from? I can, you know, do UGC videos, record videos myself, and then post them and see how that result turns out. It's, you know, just a little bit above average, but I need to really refine on the conversion rates and all that stuff. Then there's also, you know, all these AI there's open source B-roll, like there's open source, there's APIs out there that can provide you B-roll. There's APIs out there that can provide you stock footage, all that stuff. That's amazing. I'm using that. I'm going to be using that, as well as I'm going to be using AI generated images as well as AI generated videos, as well as, you know, text to prompt methods for creating a sophisticated video that's highly converting, with a bunch of frameworks involved that I found online through researching very extensively. What are the types of videos and frameworks that are like, you know, would cause a video to go viral, or cause a person to watching the video to convert into this idea, right? I'm currently documenting all that. I think I've done some great work documenting all that stuff. I just need to now implement it into this, you know, content creation engine that, you know, takes all these assets and puts them all together into a nice comprehensive and cohesive video that converts within the first 2 seconds, obviously, because like if nothing converts within the first 2 seconds, nobody's watching it, because these algorithms are not pushing out videos unless it hooks them in, right? So that's my content creation engine. That's going to be pulling all these information. Like, you know, the sad part about it is I spent like a crap ton of money by accident on VO3. Did not realize that it was expensive. It turns out VO3 is pretty freaking expensive. Definitely recommend using other video generator assets like Kling, or if you're paying for ChatGPT, might as well use the $30 video gens per day they give you, which is pretty cool. Or there's new ones out there like called Cdance and all this. There's so many out there. The competition is fierce out there in the video generation space. But you have these video generators. I mean, you have these frameworks. Like it's honestly the architecture and the roadmap is there, right, for everybody. I feel like I found this on Twitter, right, where people are generating AI UGC content, right, and they're producing them at scale, and they're using Facebook ads to take that content, see what hooks and videos work, and then going along and then taking those winners and then currently refining and getting that offer hooked in and selected, which is great. That's definitely like a strategy everybody should do, like the architecture of strategy that everybody should do in terms of your offer. But there's something else that I've recently discovered too as well, besides just paying a crap ton of money on Facebook ads. that the native platform, I guess if you go about like with this philosophy, right, that the native platform of social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, the people that have made it the most, like organically, right, people should be trying to replicate that content, not necessarily replicate great ads. People actually don't like ads, but and this is like found idealistically most on Facebook, and then sometimes on TikTok. But the native people, like when you browse these social media platforms natively, and you search in for keywords, and you find in the top ranking posts for those keywords, just through the search and the scroll, that those pieces of content is what you should idealistically be replicating for your ads and for your content, for your offer, right? Which is like insane. I would have never thought. I'm like, growing up and like being exposed to Facebook at an early age, and then hating Facebook after a period of time, and deleting Facebook after a period. I realized that, and then like coming back to it and realizing that I can make a crap ton of money on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and social media and like the organic, and the business online, all that stuff, right? Is that anybody that out there has the business should honestly be replicating the native content that comes with that platform at the time that's currently got the most engagement or is ranking the highest, or X, Y, X, Z, right? Because people are naturally like, why would they have engaged with it in the first place? Those people that are in that niche, in that mindset, that are searching for those keywords, are engaging and interacting with those pieces of content. So it would be in your best interest to replicate native content, native organic content, right? For some people, it might be UGC AI ads. For some people, it might be just stock photos. For some people, it might be it all depends on your offer, right? And you gotta do the work to research the market research to figure out, okay, what is currently working in this niche and in that space. And that's why the strategy is different for everybody. But at the end of the day, you need to have an offer to begin with, right? A lot of people like out here probably are like making content and don't have an offer at the end of their funnel, right? So you're making content literally for no reason, right? For some people, but unless you're making it for audience growth, and then you have an offer after that, right? Which is completely understandable, but still, just key lessons I'm learning, right? On top of like linking everything together. More so on other topics, Safari automation. I don't know why, but like, Windows platforms, everybody can detect when you're a Windows bot for some reason, right? But for some reason, they can't detect you. They automatically assume that you're a human when you're using Safari. So you're able to get away with a lot more automation with Safari browser automation, with gated platforms, than you otherwise would have if you were using Windows. So you definitely use that to your advantage. Everybody's doing it. I mean, I'm doing it. I'm posting to GitHub. I think you should utilize that. Also, so I posted an app to the App Store. Start out the video with that comment. I'm also integrating several key aspects to that app that I have repackaged up into a app kit. So if you guys ever wanted to have an easy solution towards uploading your app to the App Store for Apple, right, and using Facebook ads, and then using other metrics and events tracking for your app, right, I have made a app kit specifically that have done this. I've gone through the process, gone through the review process. So you could basically minimize your chances of getting rejected by Apple if you use this app kit, right? If you were to use this app kit that I'm making, that I've already made, right, you can basically just throw in your business logic, test your business logic, and like let my app be the foundation for you putting your app to the App Store, right? I've basically done all the work. I'm just asking you to use this as your foundation, and you will be set. You'll be golden, right? Because I've already done the work. And I'm currently trying to build up the funnel, build up the system, build up the automations to getting people towards my app, right? Yeah. So I've made that. I'm really excited about it. I'm really passionate about it. I'm passionate for you guys to try it out too, because I know it can really help those people out there that are really trying to get apps to the App Store. And then on top of that, it's like, okay, so I got this content generation engine, right? I make a post, I get the analytics back, I then improve my post. How do I do that? That's a whole feedback loop. That's a whole control system, right? That's a whole closed loop system to where if you have very, very accurate and detailed metrics towards the content creation process, that's why I'm going down the Remotion route, right? If you can literally track all the aspects and programs and functions that you've used to make a piece of content programmatically, you could then over time make that content better and better and better and better, because you have that closed loop feedback. You post it, you get the stats back, and then you can make improvements because you see the drop-off rate and continually improve that drop-off rate, right? So that is basically my spiel on how I'm going about and attempting to make a shit ton of videos, a shit ton of like offers towards this product, this app idea that I'm making right now. So yeah.